Garry is going to finish Carlos Prates Saturday night. You've heard it here first. The fighting nerds are going to take their first L, and I am backing Ian Garry to get this one done via late round TKO. A lot of people are picking Carlos Prates in this fight, okay? I'm going to break down in this video why I think Ian Garry is going to win and almost school Carlos Prates at the weekend, okay? Now, I want to get it clear straight away. I've picked Ian Garry in a lot of my fights, and I have been backing Ian Garry for years, and I've said on the channel multiple times, I want Ian Garry to win. Like, how can't you want Ian Garry to win? Like, he's entertaining. You love to hate him. I don't hate Ian Garry. He's alright, like, he's a bit fucking idiot, but, like, he's great for the sport, because he brings so much eyeballs, and we need characters like him in the sport. Like, if Ian Garry gets slept at the weekend, who are you going to hate on? Like, who are you going to root against? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's important that we have those kind of names in the sport. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people dislike Ian Garry. He did get a lot of fans back when he lost to Shavkat, which is quite surprising considering he lost. But I think Ian Garry has the skill set to where Carlos Prates is so fucking dangerous. And Carlos Prates can 1,000,000% chin Ian Garry. But I don't see it going that way. I think Ian's style of keeping at range is going to be quite effective in this fight, where Prates isn't going to be able to find those massive hands. I've already watched Prates' fights today, and holy shit, that guy's legs and arms, yeah, his like upper body is quite small. Like, he doesn't have a massive upper body, but oh my god, his legs are so skinny, but they're so long. And I watched that Li Jingliang fight. That is exactly how he was able to get such success with those high kicks and those head kicks. Which is fair enough, you know what I mean? It is a very valuable asset, but like a few kicks of those legs, yeah. If Ian Garry is able to land a few kicks, chop the fuck out of those legs early, and I think Ian Garry's got very good range to where he is going to be able to find those leg kicks. Ian Garry's got good boxing as well. One thing Carlos Prates does, and does it poorly, is that he has his hands low. Okay, he has his hands low. I'll show you on screen now what I mean. He has his hands low, and if we all remember the D-Rod fight, Ian Garry was able to find a head kick KO. And Ian Garry does have very good head kicks. I do rate Ian Garry's head kicks quite a lot. And I think he's going to be able to find the range in this one. I have not seen it from Carlos Prates against the higher level opposition. Now, in his defense, he hasn't been given the opportunity to fight these massive names. Ian Garry is going to be the biggest test of his career. Ian Garry just went 5 rounds with Shavkat and didn't look good, which isn't filling me with joy. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, Ian Garry went 5 rounds with Shavkat. But he did fucking nothing, okay? I understand he took Shavkat's round back in the 5th. I get he took his back in the 5th. But if you go back and rewatch how he got that, it wasn't like Garry shot a fierce double leg, slammed him on the mat, and then reversed him into like a back position. Like, it was kind of like a weird scramble, and Garry just ended up on his back. And he couldn't even finish him. He couldn't finish MVP when he had his back. So how good is Ian Garry's jiu-jitsu? Like, he's not finishing people when he gets them in the fucking... I'm not going to say that saying, but he won't finish people when he gets them in dangerous positions. Ian Garry is not a finisher. But I'm telling you right now, this thing about smoking 10 to 12 cigarettes a day for Carlos Prates is going to be the end of him. I guarantee you, you cannot do that at this level. Okay? Now, a lot of people might say, well, Ian Garry's on some vegan shit or whatever it's called. Which is fair enough, because you are losing a lot of nutrients, and even your chin might go doing that. But I think it's a lot better than destroying your lungs when the 4th and 5th round come out. As much of a dog as Carlos Prates is, and he is an absolute beast, what is going to happen when you're in those 4th and 5th, and your lungs are just like swollen, like they're fucking gone because you've smoked that many cigarettes? It doesn't matter how much of a dog you are. Then you become tired, and that's where I see Ian Garry getting this finish. Honestly, I honestly think you just cannot smoke 10 to 15 cigarettes a day. A day! As a UFC fighter, fighting at this level. My trim is fucking washed. Don't worry, I'm getting it soon. You cannot smoke that at this level and expect to go in there and compete with these elite athletes at the top performance level. It just doesn't happen, man. And I know, like, people look at like Tyson Fury and, you know, people like that have good gas tanks that are fat, but like, you're fighting at like a way lower weight here. And at that weight, they're all kind of slow and heavy. But Ian Garry's fucking quick. Ian Garry's locked in. Ian Garry's I haven't seen, like, you know how, like, Pimlet's striking just randomly got class. I think Ian Garry's kind of got better in certain areas, but I haven't seen, like, a massive improvement, okay? I was disappointed, very disappointed, that he wasn't able to finish MVP when he had his back. I think it was in the first, because he had nothing for him on the feet. Like, MVP was schooling Ian Garry on the feet, and I said that would happen. Like, even at the end of the third, he just sat on his back and then just marched around the ring. Like, what are you fucking doing, mate? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, finish the fight. You're here to put on performances and put on clinics. Like, you went to a split decision, I believe, with Jeff Neal. You finished, you didn't even finish the one-legged Neil Magny, and I won't even hear that bullshit of, oh, well, I didn't want to finish him. Yes, you fucking did. Okay, yes, you fucking did. Like, split decision, Jeff Neal, decision against MVP, decision against Neil Magny, and we saw what Prates did to Magny. He like, that wasn't even, like, he effortlessly, absolutely breezed him, which doesn't fill me with confidence, because another thing I want to say as well, people are like, oh my God, Ian Garry's chin is terrible. What are you basing that off? Okay, he got dropped once, okay? He got dropped once against Kenan Song. But what other fight has he been dropped and badly hurt? I'll wait. I will fucking wait, okay? And he went on to beat the living shit out of that guy and finish him. Like, that was a most one-sided beatdown. He doesn't have power in his hands. We all know Ian Garry doesn't have power in his hands. But that doesn't mean he can't find shots later on when Carlos Prates is tired. I think if there's going to be a finish early, it's 1,000,000% going to be Carlos Prates. Like, Carlos Prates can 1,000,000% finish Ian Garry, because Ian Garry does get hit. But I also think the danger that is in front of Ian Garry, he is going to be playing this one safe early. I guarantee you. Like, when he was fighting MVP, when he was fighting Jeff Neal, he wasn't taking those massive risks to where he could get a finish. He was just doing it kind of at range, and okay, I'll do a little bit more than you to get this round, and or maybe I might do a little bit less here to save a little bit of energy, but then I'll get it back here. That's kind of Ian Garry's game. Ian Garry's game isn't going to go in there and fucking sprint. He runs the marathon. He doesn't sprint it, which works, but it's very boring. Like, it is. He doesn't have the most entertaining fight style. Carlos Prates has a way more entertaining fight style, okay? This dude has been professional for 13 years. 12th of March, or 17th of March 2012 is when he made his pro debut. He's had a few losses on his record, but, like, I'm not going to look anywhere into that, because some of them were 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't lost since 2019. That was in one championship, which is pretty insane. This dude's been in one championship, UFC, LFA, Dana White's Contender Series, and only lost once. So, this is a fucking high-level fight. This is an absolutely banging fight, but I'm picking Ian Garry. Okay, I'm going to pick Ian Garry. The finish might be a bit, kind of out of the blue, but I honestly just think smoking that many cigarettes and stuff like that on a daily basis is going to catch up to you. I don't care who you are. I really couldn't give a shit. Like, if he's Michael Jordan or he's Demetrius Johnson or GSP or Khabib, like, I don't care who you are. You're human, and that's going to affect you. It's so well and fine. You finishing people, you know what I mean? In this UFC run, second round TKO, first round, second round, first round. That's fine. You're fighting people that aren't that, great. Like, they're not going to win a championship. That's fine. That's cool. You're chinning them, you look great. But when you get into that fourth and fifth round, I am telling you, he will be a fish out of... It's going to affect him. He won't... I was going to say he's a fish out of water, but I don't think that, because we don't really know yet. But all I know is that is guaranteed to have an effect on you physically. And if that's going to have an effect on you physically, you could get knocked out. Your chin might go. You're gasping for air. You don't know where you are. It's going to leave openings. And that's where I think Garry's going to be able to get... I don't think he'll flatline KO him. I think this could be like a stoppage up against the cage where Carlos Prates gets tired. I can see Garry stopping him up against the cage in the fourth round because Carlos Prates has no gas left because of these cigarettes, okay? The damage they do to your lungs is fucking insane. And the fact this dude just smokes them like it's fun, I just don't see it. And I trust Ian Garry's ability. He does get hit, which is the only thing. But I think he's going to be playing it so safe. And I think he's going to know, like, okay, this dude has never gone past the third round in the UFC. I've gone 5 rounds with Shavkat. I have the gas tag advantage on paper because I've gone 5 rounds. He's not gone past the second. We don't know what Carlos Prates' gas tank is quite like, but it's a safe bet to say Ian Garry's, definitely got more experience in the later rounds, and he's gone to the decisions a lot in his UFC career. So I'm going to be backing him to have the experience in this fight, even though he is quite young. And Carlos Prates has like experience from other organizations, but like at the top, look at Pitbull. He kind of shit himself when he went to the UFC, and this is Carlos Prates' first time where he's going to be fighting someone that's young, up and coming, quite like him. He's not really young, but it's going to be someone that's in a similar position to where like the winner of this fight is going to be getting like a top 5, maybe even a Leon Edwards or a Joaquin Buckley. If Ian Garry wins, I think they'll book Joaquin Buckley again, which could be a great fight. That was scheduled to fight 4. That would be an absolutely insane fight, and I just don't see it from Carlos Prates so far. I'm going with what I know in Ian Garry. I think he is going to be so cautious, and he's going to be like, okay, I am not fucking like rushing into you. I know how dangerous you are. I'm going to respect you, and I'm going to keep at range, and I'm going to fight my fight the way he did against MVP, the way he did against Jeff Neal. I know the Jeff Neal fight was close, but Jeff Neal's probably like a seasoned vet. Do you know what I mean? Jeff Neal went to fucking war with Shavkat. A lot of people forget that, and I feel like Ian Garry's going to finish from end of the 4th round up against the cage. Won't flatline him, but it'll just be a flurry of punches. The ref steps in and it's game over. That's what I'm predicting. It's going to be a great fight. Carlos Prates might absolutely chin him, but there's only one way to find out. I'm going to make a full card breakdown tomorrow. I just wanted to get this one in, but I'm going to break down the full card as well tomorrow. Thanks for watching.